Great. Okay, so let's get started. So welcome, everyone. I don't know if you want to introduce yourself to everyone.
Hi, hello, my name's Maria, and I am a public health major.
Are you a freshman, junior? Sophomore, junior?
I'm a sophomore.
Sophomore?
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. This is her first time here. She's really interested in joining ESG. So, yeah. And I don't know if you want to introduce yourself to Maria. Yeah. And Maisa has been with us. So, yeah, she's been a loyal member. And then Noah.
My name is Noah, Master's Public Health, Community Health Education, first year.
Yeah, and Noah joined us this year. Yay! And then I already told you about Laura. So, okay, everyone has an agenda? Okay, great. So, minutes approval. So, I did not send out the minutes, so don't worry about that. We're going to skip it. I'm going to send it out with the YouTube link to this meeting. So we'll just skip that one. I don't know if anyone wanted to add anything, if anyone had any announcements that they wanted to add or any action items at all. No. I'm looking online. No? Okay, cool. So recap to last meeting. I can't give one because I was not there. But I wanted Amir to give one, but I think we just went over kind of like ideas of what was going on, what can we do in the spring semester. The last meeting was in November, so it was our last fall meeting. Noah, were you there?
I was
Yeah?
there. Yeah. I know the Yard House.
Oh, yeah, the social,
event,
yeah.
Come up.
Mm-hmm.
Amir said we basically had to give a couple weeks to see everybody's schedule,
right.
but now it's February, so
yeah. So it's been a couple of months.
Yeah, so it's been a couple months, and thank you for referring to November.
Yeah, right.
I know Professor Imitu was talking about the T-shirt link.
Right.
And anything we could do for like logo, I think, for wristbands.
Yeah, actually, I did
like
have a member send me 2 logos, and they look really cute. So, yes, because we were trying to get like some stuff, maybe water bottles or something with our logo on it.
I don't know, like fundraising ideas. I don't know if we were just going like food social events, or we're doing. I guess there's a sexual health event. I didn't.
Yeah.
So I guess like each month something.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what Amir was trying to go for too. Yeah,
we'll go over that. But yeah, exactly. That kind of came up last meeting. So this meeting, we kind of finalized a lot of those things.
Oh.
So thank you for that recap, Noah. Great. So update on club status. I'll try to make this as simple and as short as possible. So as a Greek honor society, like it has Greek letters, the university wanted us to be part of the Greek and Greek Council, okay? Independent Greek Council. So what that means is that there are a lot of regulations when it comes to being part of this Greek Council due to hazing things that has happened in the past, like hazing events. So they take it really seriously. And it just wasn't manageable with our type of club because we don't deal with like we don't rush anyone and stuff. And that was a lot of the regulations that they had were because of rushing. And so we were trying to, work around that and like not have all these regulations put on us because it was like really hindering us being able to grow as an organization. And that's something that we don't want. And so we are now in the process of getting approved as a club. We're literally so close. Within the next 2 weeks, we should be completely, finally approved and recognized by the university. So our constitution got approved. Yay! Our constitution is like 10 pages long and very wordy, and we had to be so exact in our wording. So that got approved today. Yay! So what that means is that now that constitution is going to be sent to AS. Why? because AS has funding. They give about $1 million to clubs and organizations, and we can be one of those clubs and organizations now. So with that funding, we can use it for renting rooms in the USU, maybe using it for flyers, because we've been having to use our own resources. So that's going to be really great. I'll keep you more updated on that. But right now, our constitution is being sent to AS. AS within the next couple of weeks will invite us to go to their judicial court council. We're going to have to present on ESG what it is and all that stuff because they don't know what it is. And then if they approve it, it's going to be sent to the AS Senate, and they meet every Monday. Then we're going to be invited to go to the AS Senate and present on it there. And then they have the final vote. Once they approve it or vote on it, which they usually do if they trust the judicial court and their judgment, then we're official. So what that means is that we'll be able to rent from the USU. We'll be able to have access to those kinds of resources that we just haven't been able to have. But we've just been able to kind of get away with it by partnering with other campuses, other campus organizations and stuff. So that's the update on the club status. We're getting super close. Also, I just want to also mention that with the update in the club status, it also means that a lot of the wording changed. We've been using points lately, and we're changing them to requirements. So instead of calling it points, we're calling them requirements. Still same thing, but we just had to change the wording on that. Also, there will be a membership application just because we need to have more of a record of who's joining and everything, and chapter dues will be due when you turn in that application, and chapter dues are $20. So because we haven't really done that with anyone. Last time what we did was you had to pay your chapter dues and the national dues at the initiation ceremony. So we're also not calling it initiation ceremony anymore. We're calling it membership ceremony. Same thing, same great thing. And so so the dues are just going to be separate. Okay. Any questions on the update at all? No. Do you need an agenda? Okay, cool. Okay, on to updates on points. So Laura has been really great about keeping all the points there. I don't know if you want to say anything about it.
Yeah, so now instead of the points, now we're calling them requirements.
Mm-hmm.
And then just because we're so close to the ceremony, we're going to take out the fundraising part of it. So we need 2 points or 2 requirements for research, 2 for service, and then 2 for teaching. I pretty much got everyone updated. I figured it all out today. So if you want to see where you're at or how many points you have, you can email me or you can talk to me after.
Perfect. Yeah. And the points and requirements, or the requirements, sorry, they must be completed by May 1st. Just because we are planning on having our membership ceremony the weekend of the 11th the 11th is Friday, the 12th is Saturday, and then the 13th is Sunday. Last time we did have it on Sunday, and it was Mother's Day last time, but it seemed to still work out because we had it in the late, we had it around 2, I think it was. So it was early afternoon actually. So that's why we need it done by May 1st for the points. So May 1st, we still got plenty of times, and I'm gonna talk about all the opportunities that we have coming up to actually get those points. So it's not gonna be difficult at all. So again, for those online, if you want an update on your points, feel free to email the ESG email, and Laura will reply back and give you the updated requirements that you have already fulfilled. Moving on, bulletin board sign-up sheets. So I have it here on my laptop, but if you want to sign up to do the bulletin board for March, April, and May goes all the way through summer. So whatever you post during May will go all the way through summer. Please let me know. after the meeting, we can, if you want to come up and sign up, I have the Google Sheet. If not, I will also share the Google Sheet with everyone online. That way they can sign up. I put up to 3 people can work together on the bulletin board. But it says to give me a potential topic. All the instructions, I put them on that bulletin board sign up sheet and on the agenda on the footnote. So basically the instructions just are to send whatever you want to put up on the bulletin board to Dr. Embatu for approval. And then once approved, you would just retrieve the key from the health office and do everything for the bulletin board and then just give back the key. But everything is on the footnote of the agenda, and it will also be on that sign-up sheet for the bulletin board sign-up. Cool. Committee updates. So Laura, I put your name on there to maybe if you want to lead that part. Yeah.
I just wanted to go over the social media committee first. I know that we really haven't met or talked in a while, but we should be posting at least once a week. If you are getting your point for being part of the committee, like it's so important for other people on social media to reach out to us and see that we're active. So if you're still going to be in it, or if you don't want to be in it, just email me and let me know, and then we can remove you and put someone else.
So Laura, perhaps you can message people who said that they would be, and potentially like maybe set up something on Zoom to just kind of figure out who's doing what.
Okay.
And I wonder, are people really just is it just they can go to any of the social media, or is it that, oh, this person's assigned to Facebook, or this person's assigned to Twitter?
Yeah, I didn't assign anyone.
So perhaps maybe you might want to do that, especially since we're dwindling down and we're getting closer to May.
Yeah.
So specifically, let's be clear on who's doing what, just in order to gain those points. I think it might be a bit overwhelming if you're like, oh, you can post on any of them.
Yeah.
Versus if you just have one to focus on. Okay. So, let people know like what exactly, where their interest lies, and then we can go from there.
Yeah. Can we post the same thing on all of them?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yes, definitely. Please. Yeah, we just want to do at least once a week. That way it's like what is that? Not constant. Consistency. Yeah. I'm like, oh, sorry, long day. Exactly. And it could just be, we're having the meeting, or it could just be so you can find national days, National Nutrition Day, and just post something about that. So yeah, we want to try to keep it up. And I mean, there's 4 people in it, so it should be, when we only have 3 social media outlets, so it shouldn't be too bad. And then fundraising committee. I don't know, Noor, I don't know if you guys have been working on anything at all.
No, but basically kind of what our committee came about, if anybody's interested to join, is fundraising, and then also that's a way for us to get t-shirts and not have to pay full price for them, and subsidize other things, maybe bring some food to our meetings. That's kind of why we want to do something. And I know that we did the CPR fundraising last semester, and maybe this semester we can think about something else. And even if you're not on the committee and you have an idea, you saw something that you're interested in, let me know, and we can definitely look into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's important to note that with the fundraising, anyone who's received fundraising points last semester, or anyone who's involved in any fundraising points, is going to be redistributed to other things,
right?
Either for teaching, service, or research. So
yeah,
we can still do fundraising components, but that's going to satisfy other things, because we're breaking it down. Instead of 7 requirements, we're going down to 6.
Yep. And for the fundraising committee, I can send out an email, but MPHSA is having a CPR training. And so I really want to invite ESG to participate. So basically the way that would work is that whoever comes to the CPR training, it's on Saturday, March 10th. I'm going to talk a little bit more about it later under other. But It's Saturday, March 10th. And so basically it's $40 for the CPR training. You get the American Heart Association CPR certification, and 30% of the earnings will go to that organization. So if you come and you put down that you're from ESG, then we'll make sure that 30% of everyone who came from ESG will go to ESG. So that could be a fundraising opportunity there. So I'll make sure to send the fundraising committee the flyer to maybe try to distribute it to professors and everything. I know I sent it to Carla Valdez, and she sent it out to her students, but I'll follow up on that. And then, so even though it's the MPHSA hosting it, we're really opening it to everyone, and we want to collaborate with as many people as possible. So I'll make sure to also send that flyer with the YouTube link as well. That way everyone has it. I put flyer attached to email. I forgot to attach it. My bad. So that could be a fundraising committee thing that they can work on. Planning committee. So I went to the rooms, where is it? USU rooms and reservations, yeah. And they said that Tuesday, April 3rd, they have tabling availability. So the first week of April is National Public Health Week. And I thought, why not have an event that day? We have 500 condoms that we can pass out during National Public Health Week. And we could do it Tuesday, which I think is a really great day to do it in the USU, because that day is farmers market as well. So there's a lot of people that come towards that area. So we can get a lot of foot traffic, and we can really pass out, flyers, informational flyers, and pass out condoms, I'm sorry?
Is it the 10 to 2 time frame?
So it doesn't necessarily have to be 10 to 2. I haven't, I wasn't able to reserve it just yet. It's a long story, but we are still going to do it that day. I asked them, I was like, can we have it that day? And they're like, yeah. So we're going to have a table reserved. The only thing is that for some reason, I don't know if it's just because it's the farmers market day, they're letting us table only, do you know, like the walkway towards the SRC and how there's like little benches that you can kind of sit on right there. So we still get a lot of foot traffic.
Yeah.
It's like right next to Subway. And I wanted that first little way. So we have a table. They're going to provide the table. They're going to provide the chairs. And we have our tablecloth. So we're going to provide everything. We have the condoms already. We just need maybe a little informational flyer on sexual health, maybe, or something. Maybe it's like, Happy National Public Health Week. Here's a condom for sexual health. I don't know, whatever. Something like that. That could be something that one of our members can work on, and they can get a point for doing that. That can be a service point because you're helping us. So that's also going to be a tabling opportunity, so you can receive a point for that. The times, they can vary. I can kind of see what's everyone's availability. We can do maybe just 2 hours, 11 to 1. We can do 10 to 2 if we have enough people. But if not, it could just be a couple of hours. It doesn't have to be anything like crazy. So that's going to be Tuesday, April 3rd, the sexual health event.
And then also, Nora, you said you have a grill. Oh, is it already done, ready to go? Or do you need help putting it together?
Put it together.
Okay, do you want, if somebody wants to help you, can they email you?
Yeah.
In terms of getting points. So tabling the sexual health tabling, we're going to do like a wheel. And in terms of that, yeah, the wheel's right here, but there's people online. So we're going to also do the wheel, and the wheel's going to have sexual health components. So if you want to get the wheel ready to go for that day and, get all the components in it, message Nora so you can work with her. That could be another way of getting some of the requirements that are needed. So in regards to the requirements for that particular event, we do need people to table that event.
Mm-hmm.
If that event is taking place from 10 to 2, Valerie will start a sign-up sheet for that day. She could probably just send out a doodle for that day so we can have people sign up. Again, that's ways to get points. if you are able to bring any sexual health information in terms of pamphlets that we can give out during that day and we can have on our tables, that is a way of also getting points. Also, if you can also help with tear up and tear down, that is another way that you can get points as well. So you pretty much tell us what you were able to do, and we can assist you. And of course, with all of those different components, as you can see, it provides an opportunity to get a lot of points. Like if you're especially involved from start to finish, right? So that's a great opportunity for you to definitely rack up those points with the sexual health awareness one.
Yep, exactly. Yes.
So April 3rd.
April 3rd.
Oh, so it's April 3rd.
Tuesday, April
and you'll
3rd.
Send out an email a week before or two? I can be there.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, once I'll send all of this out just like in the next upcoming weeks. But what's it called? But I will send out a reminder and everything. And yeah, but I plan on sending out like the doodle link and stuff with the YouTube link. So it'll be coming out like in a week. Yeah. For people to sign up. I know it's a little bit lengths away, but they can.
Yeah, it's important to start planning now. And this is going to be our big event. This is going to be one of the first events that we can use our name, and right before that, I believe it's on the calendar. I meant to look, but right before that, I will keep you guys posted. I was thinking about just doing like a small tabling event that's just going to be just information. So we can print out a bunch of our flyers and, and we can just be out there maybe on a Tuesday or Wednesday, probably around the same area, and pass out pamphlets about ESG so we can get our name out there. So that one is to be continued. We meet again in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So in 2 weeks, since we didn't meet in January, we thought it would be a really good idea, especially with, trying to get these point systems out the way. We thought it would be a good idea to meet, today, obviously, 2 weeks from now, and then after 2 weeks from now, then it will be a month from that point. I mean, another 2 weeks, then a month.
Exactly.
So in order to just get all of these planning components together. So the next time we meet, I'll be able to provide a little bit more information about that information session where we're just and the only thing we're gonna do for that particular event is just to be getting our name out there on campus. So it doesn't matter if people are in biology and chemistry, they don't know who we are.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. Any questions on that? I'll send out more information and I'll send out like exactly what we need and how many points that will be. Or requirements. I'm sorry. Requirements.
Okay. I think if we're using the words points between us, it's fine. I mean, our Constitution is approved. It is what it is.
Great. So moving on, T-shirt link. I did send it in the email with the agenda. It's it has some instructions on how to do so, just because the logo has to be approved and everything, but it has been approved through custom ink. But it has all the details on there. I even put the contact information for the person who has helped us get the T-shirt. But I wore it today because why not? So it looks like this. It's a tank top, and it's really comfortable. And it's about I think it said $25 or $29, something like that. It would be cheaper if we did a group buy, but I mean, I've tried that in the past and it didn't really work out very well. So, I mean, if you want to get it individually, you can. And I sent that link. I can send it again. I can continue sending it if anything. And it would be really great if everyone got a T-shirt, just because it kind of, it adds unity when we do these types of events, and it would look really nice. Yeah. Did you want to add something?
Yeah, I did. So, some of you guys know each other that are part of ESG. You can email each other. Even if it's 2 of you guys going in on a T-shirt, or 3 of you, the T-shirts become significantly cheaper. Yeah. And I do have some extras in my office too. So you can also reach out to me, and if I do have them, I can let you know and tell you how much it will be. Because when we ordered T-shirt last year, I ordered extras. Yeah. So you can kind of tell me your size, and I can see if I have it too. So you can also email me. Instead of going through custom link, you can email me, and I can tell you if I do have them. So that's also, side note, something that you can do too. I think I have like 3 in my possession. So, I don't know. You message me or text me.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so that's t-shirts. And I know a lot of people have been inquiring about it, so
yeah, I mean,
make
a
sure.
lot of people are interested. I think it's just more so about, I mean, you could also send an email, like when we, you can say, hey, can I have, this person's email address, if and one of us through the email can send you a response back with that person's email address, and you can kind of create a group in order to send that out.
Yes, thank you. Another requirement opportunities. We will have an ESG website, and we need someone to help us develop it and make it look really nice and everything. So if anyone is interested in getting some requirements that can serve as service,
they should message me
then
directly.
Yeah.
Because I will be the one developing the website. This is Dr. Amatu. So for those of you who are online, I will be directly the one getting ready to develop the website. And our website is going to be attached to the Health Sciences webpage. I mean, HISO has a website. And MPHSA has a website. So therefore, we're going to create one for ESG, especially. We just need to get recognized first. Yeah. But once that's, since that's already almost taken care of, we can start working on that right away, along with CS2 technology. Mm-hmm. But it has to be spearheaded towards me. So if you're interested in, working on the website and getting information together and trying to devise it and plan it, email me directly. And then once I get email, confirmation from some people, then maybe we can set a meeting and we can start working on it. And I'll let Laura know directly about the service component. Mm-hmm. And in regards, if you're interested in helping me with the website, that equals either two requirement points. So either that can count for service of teaching or just service. So if you're interested, please send me an email, and I would prefer that you send me an email by the end of the week. So by Friday, and Friday is the
2nd.
The 2nd, thank you. So yeah, send me an email by the 2nd, so this way I can start working with those folks that want to put together the website, and we can start working on it. My goal is by May, we have our website up and going.
Oh, yeah. That should be possible for sure. Awesome. Great. So that's going to count as 2 points. That's really, really great. Okay, so next thing that we have is the CPR training course that I was talking about. So this is an event that the MPHSA, so Master of Public Health Student Association, is putting on. But they're opening the doors to anyone, kinesiology if they need CPR training, anyone, public health, to come. And if you're part of an organization, just let us know. So I'm really opening up to Eta Sigma Gamma, the Alumni Public Health Chapter, and the MPHSA. So, if you bring anyone here in ESG, if you bring a friend, you can put them down as ESG, and then we're going to get 30% of those, of the dues that they pay, which are $40. We're going to get 30% of that from each of the $40. So the more people you bring, the more money that we can get for ESG. And then that money we can use for just how Nora was saying, to lower the cost of the t-shirts, or for us to be able to buy things like water bottles or pens that say ESG on it. So it's
for the meeting.
Food. Yeah. Right now, I could use, like coffee too, please. So we can use those things. So I will make sure to send that flyer, because I didn't. Because we just changed the location, but I'll put the new location on there.
Is this going to be the location primarily?
For our meetings?
Yeah, or is it just going to change?
For now, we're having it in here.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. But for that CPR training, it's going to be in the Burbank room. But I'll send out that that flyer with all of this information and the YouTube link to the meeting. Next thing, okay. Everyone should have received an email from President Harrison that says, take the CSUN Health Survey. Does anyone remember seeing something like that?
I ignored it.
Oh, you see, you should have received actually 2 emails. That means you ignored 2 emails. That's not good.
So many emails.
So, sorry. As the public health, as the intern for the student health center, I am making sure that everyone takes this health survey. So this is the National College Health Assessment, and it's sent by the ACHA, so American College Health Association. And this only happens every other year in the spring. This is just asking the students about their health behaviors. It is a little lengthy, it's about 30 minutes, but you do get entered into a raffle for $500, woo, to the bookstore. So make sure that you take it. We use that data for a lot of things. I've used it in my research papers that I've written in my MPH program. Also, they like to say that the OASIS came out of this survey. They saw that stress was the #1 academic impact for students. So they use that data in order to, really back up the reason for building the OASIS. So if you haven't been to the OASIS, go, because you're going to see it's like Zen in there. It's like a Zen garden, like you're woo. So they have napping pods, they have all this stuff in order to reduce stress, just because we were able to get that information from this health survey. So if you haven't taken it yet, don't worry, you're going to receive another reminder on Thursday from President Harrison. So make sure you take the time. You can do it while watching Netflix. Like, just do it. It's so helpful for the whole campus. So it just gives us a lot of information about students that we need to know health-wise. Next thing that we have on there is the Student Health Advisory Committee. Okay. Student Health Advisory Committee is basically what it says. It's an advisory committee to the director and to some other staff members of the Student Health Center. It's so awesome. We only meet like once a month on a Friday for an hour, so it's not a really big commitment. And what we mostly do is, talk about maybe some of the things that we can bring to the. Oh, sorry. I don't know why this is going off. What kinds of things we can bring to the health center? So maybe some kind of specialist that we may need, Also, we do surveys at the health center just to make sure that the health center is providing the best service that they can. And so those are just a couple of the little things that we do in the Student Health Advisory Committee. But literally the director of the health center sits there with you for an hour and talks to you. And it's really awesome because she's a very busy woman. So she takes time out of her day to come and make sure to listen to what the students have to say. So a very small commitment, 1 hour a month. And they're actually recruiting for board members for next year. So they're looking for president, vice president, treasurer, even though the treasurer doesn't really do anything. So that's kind of like but hey, you can put down your treasurer. And we need also secretary. So again, I've been involved with the Student Health Advisory Committee for years. Like, I was in it when I was an undergrad, and it's really great. That's how I kind of got like more involved in school, and it was really great. It was awesome.
Yeah, and it's a great opportunity. I'm also the faculty advisor for that particular organization. Mm-hmm. So if it's definitely something, and you don't have to be part of the executive board.
Oh yeah, you don't.
You could just be ambassador.
Ambassador, that's what they call it.
Well. Yeah. So if you want to take a stab at being part of the board or being an ambassador, is one of those organizations that's very minimal commitment. Literally,
minimal.
You don't have to do anything else. All you have to do is go to that meeting once a month, and it's just virtually, because the point of it is the health center wants to get your opinion on what you think. So they'll say, hey, we have this survey of our services. What are your thoughts as students? That's all it is. So, it's definitely another opportunity on campus that's worth thinking about if you're interested. And it's not only health science students, it has biology students.
Oh yeah.
Students from chemistry.
Pharmacy, so people that want to go to pharmacy school in there.
So it's pretty interdisciplinary.
Yeah.
And one thing I was gonna also say too is I was gonna, also give a requirement point too.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, for those interested. So that would be, service. Because that's service that you're going to be representing our department by being a member of their services through the health center. So if it's something that you're interested to, you'll be able to get 1 point of service.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Do you know when the next meeting is going to be?
Yeah, March.
So it will be for the next following year.
Yeah.
Not for this year. This year will be complete. It'll be for the next following year.
Oh.
But if you want to come to the meeting, March 16th is Friday at 9 a.m. March 16th is when we're having it.
Yeah, so if you want to come and check it out.
Exactly.
The service point would be applied for if you're going to continue on next year with it.
Yeah. So that's just giving you another opportunity to be involved on campus, not necessarily, like Dr. Amatsu said, being in the executive board. But I think that this would be a really great committee to be a part of as any kind of member. And it kind of just, if you want to dip your toes into anything else, that's a very minimal commitment and it's really helpful. You make really great connections. Next, presentations. So I always like to give, and Dr. Martu suggested this, to give the last 10 minutes of our meeting or of any meeting to a student who wants to present on any subject. And that could be a teaching point. It could be on anything. I was just giving an example earlier that previously we've had a student give a presentation on, she did research on a whole bunch of free certifications that you can take online. Like one was like cultural competency. Another one was, I can't even think about it right now. It was, how to get certified through the NIH for doing research and all this stuff. And these are free ones. So that was her presentation, and she got a teaching point for that. So literally you can teach on anything that you want, anything that you're, health related, obviously. But if you're interested in doing just a 10-minute presentation at the end of our meetings, just let me know and I can set you up and put you on the agenda for the next meeting. But that's a really easy way to get a point. And 10 minutes, 5 minutes if you want, but 10 minutes if possible. So I'll make sure to put that in the notes as well, just to let everyone sign up for that. And then we already have all of our next mass meetings scheduled. So the next one after this will be in 2 weeks. So it'll be on Tuesday, March 13th, and it'll be at 7 p.m. So all of these are Tuesdays at 7. I should have put that on there. Tuesdays at 7. So I know some people might not ever be able to make it because they have class at 7. I have a couple of people that have emailed me about that. That's okay, because we'll post the YouTube video and then they can write a summary and send it to us through the email, and then Laura will make sure to give them attendance points. But we already set them up. That way you know in advance to be able to be here. It's going to be in JD 1535, which is where we are today. If that changes, we'll make sure to post, a flyer outside saying where we moved. But for the most part, we'll be in here. So March 13th will be our next one. And also after that meeting, after we adjourn, we're going to have our social. So we're going to go to Yard House just because it's close and just because they have like really great little snacks. And so we can go there after the meeting, whoever can attend to come. We really would like to just, get out of the formal environment for a little bit and just go and learn about each other more. That way, I just think it'll be fun.
Yeah, so in regards to the social, so like I said, like Valerie said, our next meeting will be in 2 weeks. We didn't have one in January, so we definitely wanted to make sure that we catch up. And as you can see, with a lot of things that we discuss a lot of like service, point opportunities. we can continue kind of calling it points. Already
I know. I'm like, requirements, points.
Yeah. So, there's a lot of points opportunities that we went over, even if it's like fundraising or even if it's with the sexual health and with the sexual health component. I mean, there's opportunities for even the whole 6 points right then and there, even with the website development, or even with, the other component that I'll be talking about in 2 weeks, which is the whole getting our information out there. So with all of that being said, I mean, we don't want to be all about business. So after our next mass meeting, and I do please ask people to come. I know that we've made it pretty convenient, so a lot of people do join us virtually. Even though, keep in mind, we decided to go with this time because when we put out the doodle, this was the time that a lot of people said that they were available.
Yeah.
So this is why we have this time. So even though we made it convenient, we really do appreciate it when people actually come to our meetings. So next, in 2 weeks, which is going to be our next mass meeting, we'll have it from 7 to 8. We'll definitely detail more components, and there'll be a sign-up sheet for some of the service, for some of the point components. But after that, we can just head on over to Yard House. And I think it's 8:30, so our meeting will go from 7 to 8 o'clock, and then 8:30, we can start showing up at Yard House. So food supplied by me, so please come.
Woo!
So,
Free food.
Free food, but drinks are on you, so if you can pay for your own drinks. But food's on me. I really definitely want to commend you for just all your hard work, this semester, and also thank you for your patience. I know that we're not up and going like other organizations, but we're almost there. We're almost at the finish line. So definitely want to commend that and reward that as well. And for those of you that have classes that start at like 7, perhaps if you get out early, you can join us too. We'll be there for a while. So definitely want to have a nice little social for people to get to know each other, for people to eat, and be merry.
Yeah.
And I don't care if you get a drink. I mean, at that point, you're adult. So I mean, definitely looking forward to it. I just think it'll be a nice event. So I do hope that people actually physically bring themselves to the meeting in 2 weeks, and then after that, we can all head on over to Yard House. And if you have to miss the meeting because of work or class, if you, afterwards, if you can meet us at Yard House, that would be great as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so that's after the next meeting, which is March 13th again. After that, we're going to have another meeting 2 weeks later, March 27th. So again, that's Tuesday, March 27th at 7 p.m. And then we'll have April 24th. So by then, basically, people should be close to finishing their points just because we'll be mostly done with our events. But like I said, by May 1st, those points should be done. So April 24th will be a recap, and then probably the next time that we'll see each other will be for that membership ceremony. And then we'll also in the next meeting, we'll send out, or I don't know if we'll send out that one or March 27th.
The March 27th one.
Okay.
For the application.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. So March 27th will be when we open applications for executive board for ESG. So we'll make sure to announce that day and also kind of explain a little bit, and I'll send out more information about the duties for each of the positions and everything. So that'll be for the March 27th one. And then by April 24th, we should know already who the new executive board will be. So that would be really great. And that is all that I have today. I know that was a lot of information, but I just wanted to make sure that we were all caught up. We hadn't seen each other in a while. So yeah. Any questions at all?
Question.
Yeah.
When, the applications and the dues, when do we have a deadline for them?
Yeah. So the applications are going to go out tomorrow.
Okay.
So tomorrow the applications are going to go out to everyone. You know what? We could actually do this since we're meeting in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Some of you can actually bring in your written application and your check in 2 weeks. Or, and as we'll say, I will personally send out the email with instructions about the applications. So I'll personally send out that particular email tomorrow.
Okay.
But either you can drop it off at JD 2500, writing my name and ESG underneath it in a sealed envelope, or you can bring in the application and of course your dues in 2 weeks.
Do you take cash?
No,
Put it in
no, absolutely no cash. Either it has to be check or money order. We need to have a trace in case something happens.
Money order.
Yeah, so you could do money order as well. And then also the checks and money orders should be made out to associated students. But don't worry, the application is going to have that information on
the top,
on the header.
Yeah.
So all that information is going to be on the header, but I'm going to send that out tomorrow to everyone.
Was it $20?
Just $20, yeah. And it's made out to associated students. So, I'll do, I know that some people might not get a chance to watch the video too. So I'll definitely do like a blurb or recap, and I'll have it attached, and I'll provide the information. So that will go out tomorrow.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
I had one last comment.
Yes.
If you're watching online, can you please send your summary? Because I can't give you the attendance point if I don't get a summary.
Okay. And then also, I wonder if there's a way that we can send out the link for the videos, right?
I do every time within
awesome.
like the 2 days after the meeting.
Okay,
So
awesome. So people can look out for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. Any other questions at all? No. Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming today. And I hope to see you next week. I mean, not 2 weeks. Sorry. I'm just so excited. Okay. Thank you, everyone online. I will make sure to send the link to this video and send all the information that we talked about today. Thank you.
Because I wasn't sure.